Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, Blitz, and in today's video, well, we're going to be talking about the future tech tree being added to World of Tanks Blitz, which will be the Czechoslovakian auto-loading medium vehicles. So pretty much, if you have been living under a rock for the past couple of weeks, Wargaming has disclosed that they will be making the Czechoslovakian Tier 10 medium vehicles into World of Tanks Blitz, which is super exciting for me. You can see here, this is the TVP T5051, the Tier 10 Czechoslovakian auto-loading medium. And there's one very unique, distinct thing about these vehicles, which is the clip that they do have. When you think of an autoloader, let's say the Progetto 65, let's say it didn't have the auto-reloading capabilities, but it was just a normal clipper. Well, you'd be able to get all three of your shells out in 6 seconds, because of course it is a 3-second interclip. Well, the crazy thing about the TVP and the entire line in general is they are burst auto-loading vehicles, and what that means is they have tiny interclips. In fact, this vehicle, which Wargaming has already released a video on, is only going to have a 2-second interclip. That is crazy when you think about it. That means that with the 4 shells, and yes, you heard that right, 4 shells this vehicle does have, it's going to be able to deal about 1200 damage in a matter of 6 seconds. Yeah, pretty dang crazy, judging that this is a medium tank with an auto-loading gun, a super fast one at that. So this is just a little HD view of it, but first of all, I'm going to roll that video that Wargaming has released of the tank, state my opinions on it, and everything else like that. So hopefully you guys do enjoy today's video, and always, please make sure to smash that subscribe button if you do. So after watching that clip there, you can definitely see how fun the vehicle is going to be on the battlefield. If you paused it and you set a timer between each of the shells, Wargaming currently has set a 2-second interclip for each of the shells in the vehicle. And what that means is for the entire clip of 4 shells, you'll notice there that it did fire in a quick succession, it's going to take 6 seconds to get out 4 shells. Now the bat shot here takes 6 seconds because of course it has a 3-second interclip to get out 3 shells. And these 3 shells are dealing 310 damage each, and it's dealing 930 in a clip. Now, for my personal opinion, a lot of people are saying, just like PC, that the TVP is going to carry a 350 damage gun in Blitz, but if you remember, the Batchat also is supposed to deal 390 average damage or something like that on PC, and it only deals 310 in Blitz, which in my opinion is very fair and balanced. So the TVP, first of all, will most likely be dealing at most 310 damage, because if you think about it, that clipper will be more damage than every other clipper apart from the 4005. It'll be dealing 1240 or 1240 damage in a clip if it deals 310 average damage in a matter of 6 seconds. That's crazy. That means that not only are you going to be more mobile than your 57 Heavy and your AMX 50B, not only are you going to deal more clipping damage, but at the same time, you're going to be way more flexible because you've got gun depression, you've got a way better camouflage. It's honestly just going to make the Batchat, in my personal opinion, completely irrelevant. Now, I thought that the TVP was going to be very fair and balanced if it had 3 shells in a clip, because, again, you have to remember that it's only going to take 4 seconds to get all 3 of those shells out. So you go bing, bang, bomb, and then you back in the cover, where the TVP, it's not really going to do that. This is a perfect example right there, where the TVP, I would have been able to not only shoot 2 shells into the one Sheridan, but I probably would have also been able to reload a 3rd shell and get it into the other Sheridan. So I would have been another shell out here. I would have been sitting at around 900 damage apart from the 600 I'm currently sitting at. And that's a big difference when you think about it. Now, that poor M103 just got a missile shoved all the way across the map into him. But you can definitely realize where the TVP would be a much more suitable environment is an example like that. Now, we sadly did get hit by the enemy ST1. And again, an example here, like the 57 Heavy, we probably would have been able to get out maybe 3 shells into that 57's turret with that extra second off. Literally, it's going to save you about 20%, 30% off of the reload than you normally would have. So we're going to go over to this ST1 here. And again, if you think about it, I would be able to I would take off actually actually more than half of the ST1's hit point pool in a singular clip. That is extremely deadly. And then we're going to push off to the side here, hopefully to be able to catch this ST1 out off guard. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to, but it never hurts to try. So here's the ST1, and let's fire one shell at him. Come on, miss your shell. I don't want to necessarily peek anything I don't want to, so let's see if he's going to shoot. Come on, ST1, fire it. Oh, he hit it too. I'll give him credit. He hit the shell on me, which is a bit of a shame, and okay, our bat chat is not liking me currently, but gee, so we traded pretty much 300 damage to get hit for 440. Man, I love this game sometimes. Don't you just love it? Alright, well, we're going to drive away here. We're going to pretend like we're going away, and we're going to come back around and hopefully maybe catch this ST1 once again out in the open. We're going to take it a little bit wider, though. That way we won't be detected. So let's try it again here, see if we can use our good mobility to our advantage. That's the issue, though, is you'll notice that you got to be very careful in a vehicle like the Bat Chat on what you're pushing on, where you're pushing. It's a very influential tank, but at the same time, very tricky, and I probably could be sitting way more damage in this game here. I probably could have easily pushed on a vehicle like that ST1, and not honestly worried about my hit points as much here. So let's see if we can spot the 268, who I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go for that back track wheel. Now, another thing that a lot of people forget is that a normal vehicle like the TVP, well, first of all, this object would have been already dead, but the crazy thing is that when you're shooting at track wheels or very weak spots of vehicles, the tracks are very important, is that I would have been able to literally just track the 268. Even if it was able to fix its tracks, you can easily start tracking him once again. That's one thing that's very deadly about the TVP, is just the ability to constantly track your opponents. Now, this poor ST1, yeah, we're going to get some vengeance back into the side of him. There's 2 nice shots into that ST1, and we're sitting at 3,200 damage already. So, yeah, you can see that having that little bit of an extra diversity in the clip would make the Bat Chat so much more deadly. And that's honestly what's going to make the TVP, in my opinion, an extremely deadly tier 10, is the diversity in the clip. The ability to get out so much damage in a singular clip is going to be crazy. Like there, we would have been able to not only get out the same amount of damage on that ST1, but we would have done actually 1,200 in the exact same time frame. Crazy to think about. So my personal opinion is the TVP is definitely going to have to be reworked. I think that 3 shells is going to be fine for the vehicle, because this was a good game, 4,133 damage, and that was with 3 shells in a clip. So you can imagine just how much more deadly a vehicle with decent mobility, 56 kilometers per hour, 9 degrees of gun depression, and not only that, but as well a very accurate gun, probably better dispersion than the Bat Chat, decent armor. It's not going to have the best. It's going to be kind of like a bigger Leopard. It's going to have very weak frontal armor, but at the same time, it will be, I think, HE-proof, at least from the front. The turret, yeah, I wouldn't trust it much, so it's kind of going to be like a Bat Chat, just with a better clip. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more like it, these are just, of course, rough draft ideas on the tank. I didn't want to make any objections and ideas of the vehicle, how many shells it was going to have, how much damage it was going to do, until the vehicle at least had some sort of preliminary video. That way I could at least voice my own opinions, because there's no point to make a video on a tank that you have literally no statistics and no background idea on. So once the statistics come out, I will be doing a full review on my personal opinion on how it will be. Of course, it will be in super test, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more like it, please make sure to smash that subscribe button. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.